Hey everyone, welcome. We're all trying to be healthy, right? But what if I told you that sugar is hiding in places you would never, ever suspect? Today, we're going to go on a mission to uncover these secret sugar traps that could be derailing your best efforts.
So, does this sound familiar? You feel like you're doing everything right. You're eating the healthy stuff, you're exercising, but you're just not getting the results you want. It is so frustrating. But the answer might be lurking right there in your own pantry.
You see, the food industry is, well, pretty genius at tucking sugar away where we'd least expect it. But don't you worry. Today, we're putting on our detective hats. We're going to expose these traps one by one, and I'm going to show you exactly what to look for.
Okay, let's jump right into our first trap, and oh man, it's a big one. We're talking about those so-called healthy snacks that, honestly, are often anything but. Just take a look at this lineup. These are the usual suspects, right? Flavored yogurts, granola bars, even a lot of breakfast cereals. They get marketed with all these buzzwords like low fat or high fiber. But here's the trick. To make something taste good when you take the fat out, you gotta add something else in. And yep, you guessed it, they just pump them full of sugar.
And here's the really wild part. A lot of these healthy snacks can actually spike your blood sugar faster than a slice of cake. No joke. And that big spike leads to a big crash, which then triggers more cravings for, you guessed it, more sugar. It's this vicious cycle that can lead to weight gain and even insulin resistance over time.
All right, let's move on to trap number 2, because it's not just what we eat. What we drink can be just as sneaky, if not more so. Some of our favorite drinks are huge culprits.
Think about that flavored cold coffee you might grab, or that sports drink you chug after a workout. Even those juices that proudly say no added sugar can fool you. See, they often use fruit concentrates, which is really just a fancy, super condensed way of saying sugar.
Now this right here explains the special danger of liquid sugar. Because it's already a liquid, your body doesn't have to do any work to break it down. It just floods your bloodstream almost instantly. And that's what causes that huge dramatic glucose spike and that awful energy crash that always follows.
And this chart just shows it perfectly. Look on the left. That's the absorption speed of liquid sugar, like in a juice or a smoothie. It's sky high, super fast. Now, compare that to the bar on the right. That's the sugar in a whole piece of fruit, like an apple. All the fiber in that apple slows everything way, way down, giving you a much gentler, more manageable rise in your blood sugar. Huge difference.
Okay, time for our final and maybe the most shocking trap of all. The sugar that's hiding in our savory foods. Yep, you heard me right. We're talking about sauces, condiments, and even your favorite spice mixes. Ketchup, salad dressings, pasta sauces, these are in almost every kitchen, right? But if you turn that bottle around and look at the label, you'll see they are often just loaded with added sugars and fillers to make them taste a certain way. Even those prepackaged spice blends can have some really nasty hidden ingredients. And one of the biggest offenders is an ingredient you've probably seen but maybe never really noticed: maltodextrin. It's this superfine, highly processed white powder that comes from starch. Food companies use it everywhere as a thickener or a filler. It's a really potent, really processed carbohydrate. Now, brace yourself for this one. The glycemic index, as you know, measures how fast a food spikes your blood sugar. Regular table sugar, well, it sits at around 65. That's high. But look at maltodextrin. It's at a jaw-dropping 110. That means it hits your blood sugar even harder and faster than pure table sugar. It is without a doubt one of the absolute worst hidden carbs out there. Okay, so we've exposed all these traps, but this isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you. So let's switch gears. Let's build your very own anti-sugar toolkit. It is time to learn how to fight back.
Here it is, your simple 4-step defense plan. Number 1, and this is non-negotiable, you have to read the label. 2, whenever you can, choose whole unprocessed foods. 3, a great little trick, when you do eat carbs, pair them with some protein and fiber to slow down that sugar absorption. And finally, be really careful with sugar-free stuff. They often use artificial sweeteners that can mess with your gut and actually make your cravings worse.
So when you're reading those labels, what are you looking for? Here's your cheat sheet. Be on high alert for anything ending in O's, like fructose or dextrose. That's just a code word for sugar. And of course, watch out for corn syrup and our new nemesis, maltodextrin. At the end of the day, knowledge really is power. Now you know where these traps are hiding, which means you can start avoiding them. So I'll leave you with this question. Armed with everything you just learned, what's the very first thing in your kitchen you're going to investigate? Is it the yogurt, the cereal, that bottle of pasta sauce? Go be a food detective and find out.